Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Framing Markets is back on the channel and I can't wait to get stuck into things. This Framing Markets series was working for a while in terms of finding the winners and finding the value, but it was the last sort of meeting at Sydney where it all went wrong and I don't think we got any winners, so I decided to put it away for a bit, but I just thought Sydney ratings on racing and sports weren't as accurate as Melbourne ones, especially the Sandown meeting that we did about 2 months ago when Crimson Light won. That was good, so I thought I'd bring it back for this Sandown meeting, which I'm looking forward to. And you may have noticed that I don't sound like I'm talking through a fish tank anymore. I've got a mic, so here we go. Hopefully you can hear me well. Hopefully everything can go well and we can have a good video and find some value. So Sandown, good meeting on Wednesday and we'll get straight into it. So we'll start as always with just going through the ratings and giving the horses a number based on their chance. Obviously the key you can see back when I flick back the other page. So I'm going to go and give Dodgy 1. It looks like it's up the top, so I'll give it a 64 to start. And then Affordable 1 with a 36 first up, then produced a 31.5 second up. Hasn't done anything close to what Dodgy 1 has done, so I might give it a 12 or so. I think it's the favourite, so that's no good, but that's alright. That's what the ratings do, they find value. Angel can improve a little bit, but I'll give it a 10. Reservoir Dog, about the same as Dodgy 1. I'm going to have to give it just below. I'll give it a 56, Reservoir Dog. Rockaby Road is down here. It'll need to improve. I'll give it an 8. Lorenzetti up here, not too bad. I'll give it a 16. Super Valentine, not great. 4. Scrambler, not great. 4. And Sir Peter, I might give it a 2. Alright, so now if this is your first Framing Markets video, we can go to the new rules and it should still have the jockey and trainer ability. I think it sorts it for this track. So trainer upgrades go to Angel, I'll put that up to 12, and Rockaby Road, I'll put that up to 9. And jockey ability, just Rockaby Road, so I might put it up to 10. There you go. Now what do we do? I'm just trying to remember what I did. Gear changes, Angel nose roll again may help it slightly. I'll give it a 13. It's not a massive gear change. And then the speed map, so 2100 meter start, they shouldn't find too many problems. Dodgy 1, they might want to keep it out there, so I might give it a slight reduction in value. I might, 56, or I'll give it a 60. Borderline 56. And because of that, I'll give it a 58. Where are we? Here we are. Reservoir Dog's going to have to get right back. I might bring that down just the slightest to 54. And I reckon that's done. So we're going to put in the odds and see if we can find any value. 3.4. I've got this on a different screen, so it just sorts itself. Alright. So the green can go definitely on Dodgy 1 and Reservoir Dog. And then a red can probably go on Affordable and Rockaby Road. So we've found so these Dodgy 1 and Reservoir Dog were clear at the top of the ratings for racing and sports. So I think they deserve to be the ones to beat based off that. They have been up for a while, so they should be fit. Seems like Affordable's third up, coming into it peaking. But we'll see how it goes with Dodgy 1 and Reservoir Dog in the first race. Those two look to represent value. Moving on to race 2 now. Go to the ratings. And this one is a... what is this? Is it a 3-year-old and up maiden? Alright, we'll start with Frankie Devine. Oh, it was a poor rating. Could be I don't know. I'll give it a 2 to start off. That's not a lot. Iron bar. Not great either. I'm going to give that a 4. Looming 1. 2. This is a very poor start. Magic. Oh. This horse, I'm going to give it I'll give it a 192. Bang, it's into $1.04. That's a very, very, very big chance. Based off the ratings. Pickaxe. Better. I'll give it a 24 or 16 should I give it? I'll give it 24. Call on Me, Valerie. Maybe a 4. It could have improved this campaign. So Englewood. Because it hasn't had a start and there's no rating, I'm just going to go to the odds. And I'll just price it based off that. Because there's no clear reason as to its ability. So Englewood, it looks like it's about $9 here, so that seems like a chance to me, so I'll put it as 16 and I'll just keep going how I was. Massatora, where is that? Down there. Might have improved. I might give it a 3. Masonry, probably the same as Pickaxe. I'll give it a 24. And Spellmaster, better. I'll give it a 32. So at the moment, I've got Magic at $1.60. Neural time. So, there's trainer upgrades for 2, 5, 7, 8. I won't give them massive, but 2, just little upgrades. 5, 7, 8. And Jockey for 8 and 2. So I'll give them slight upgrades. Alright, now gear changes. Lugging bit and winkers for Englewood. Well, it hasn't had a start, so I'm not going to adjust it. Blinkers first time for Masonry could improve it, and Massatora as well, so might just give them slight upgrades. Then we'll go to the map. Wrong one. Alright, Englewood I can't do anything with because I don't know what its racing style it's like because it's never ran before. I only take points off if it's a bad map. If it's a good map, I just leave it. So it looks like Massatora will have to get back. And Iron Bar slightly as well. So they get back down to 5. Alright, I'll put the odds in and see if I've got Magic at a completely wrong price. I think I have by looking at that. Or I could be a genius. Alright, so the red just speaks for itself. So Magic, I've given horses a very big chance before for being, if we go back to the ratings, I've given a horse a very big chance before for being maybe 3 points clear of the rest. And that was at Eagle Farm one day and it won. This horse, based off its last start rating, was 4.5 ahead. And here it's 7.5 ahead. So that's well clear. So I reckon that's in between a very big chance and a very, very big chance, which is a 256. So in between 128 and 256 is 192. Hence the reason I put a 192 on Magic. That run last start, I don't have the form in front of me, so I don't know what it was, but it looks like it ran a good second. We'll see how that goes, but Magic, apparently I like it, and I've rated it $1.60. Alright, we'll go to race number 3. It's a shorter field, this one, I think, so I should have some fun. Coincide. I think this horse is coming down from Sydney from memory. That's straight in as a 64. The longest yards down there will probably have to improve a little bit. I'll give it a 6 because it's 1 from 1. Bold Julius. I'll give it a 20. Orion the Hunter. That's better. I'll give it 32. Pantalone, however you want to pronounce that. 16. Sassy Boom. On its day, it's good. I might give that a 60, just below Coincide. And Catahoula, I'll give a 16 as well. Alright. So those are the first couple of ratings done. Now adjustments. So Coincide gets a little upgrade, 66. Trainer ability, 1, 3, and 5 get upgrades, 68. 3, 18. Gear changes, Orion the Hunter tongue tie for the first time can improve. Bump that up to a 35. And I think that's it. So we'll go to the speed map and then we can see what value has been found. Orion the Hunter might have trouble slotting in, so I'll bring that back down to a 30. It's a big drop. Apart from that, it doesn't look too bad. So we'll put in the prices now. Alright. Sassy Boom and Orion the Hunter. So Sassy Boom, I remember one day at Ballarat, I think it was on the Magic Millions Clockwise Classic Day, but it was run anti-clockwise. It started favourite for that race, and I think it didn't handle the wet. So it was a Boom 2-year-old, and as we can see from the ratings, if I go back, Sassy Boom would have produced a 35.5 rating first up here, where it had that 1. That would have been first up last campaign. Compare that to Coincide, who's the top rater. It's about the same mark. Hence, I think it should be about the same price. So I think that's Sassy Boom represents good value compared to Coincide. With Orion the Hunter, was mixing it strongly in 2-year-old company on at Saturday level, I remember. And even though I reducted its points a bit because of the map, it still looks to be slightly over the odds at 14s, considering it's run well at Saturday level. I think it placed here behind Ouroboros and Wolfie, so that looks not too bad. But we'll move on. Race 4 now. Alright. So, Diamond Model's the first one up. Give that horse a 48. La Marita. On its day, it's not bad, but needs to find some form, so I'll give it a 4. Dunalley. Can be a 24. Amirati. Probably a 28. Hoops. On its day, it's good. Not sure. I'll give it a 48, the same as Diamond Model. Critical needs to probably improve a little bit. I'll give it a 6, but it can improve. Korobaniki, give it 20. Pontificate down there. On its day, it's not bad, but I'll give it 12. Dancing Stream probably needs to improve a bit. I'll give it an 8. And Imminence is up there. Can match it with the best. I'll give it a 48 as well, and then I'll adjust it based off the other factors, because they all look pretty evenly matched up. Alright, so jockey upgrade, big for Pontificate. I'll give it a... Ooh, that's the wrong number. 16. Because well clear of the rest. Karabaniki as well. And trainer ability, just a slight upgrade for Diamond Model to 50. And Diamond Model blinkers for the first time. That's a big gear change in my opinion. I'm going to put that up to a 64. I reckon that's a massive gear change. Tongue tie. Despite me not knowing anything about the horse, Blinker's first time always fills me with confidence no matter what horse it is. Alright, speed map time. We'll see. Alright, if these horses kick up here, Pontificate's going to be stuck wide, so I'll bring that back down to a 12. Hoops may have to work a little bit. I'll bring that back down to a 40, 44. Imminence is going to have to get right back. I'll give that 40. I'll give that 44 as well. Dunalley and Emirati will be back, but Dunalley's slight reduction to 22. Alright, I'll put in the actual odds. Okay. So, a bit of value with Imminence and Hoops, but I wouldn't be taking on Diamond Model necessarily. So, just from what I can tell from the way I've done this, Imminence has matched ratings with the favourite Diamond Model, and I don't think it deserves to be 13 compared to 350 Diamond Model. But then again, I haven't looked at the form. It'll get back, but its ratings suggest it's up to this. And Hoops, like I said before, at its best, it's probably good enough. It's just whether it can find it first up. So that's probably low confidence from me, but we've represented a little bit of value, 2 horses at double figures. And I'll move on to race 5 now. Alright, number 1 is Sir Rockford, and I'll give that a 16. 2, Florida Dream, probably slightly below Sir Rockford, I'll give it a 12. Swindon Lass down here, probably need to find something first up, I'll give it an 8. Elsie May's up here, but not as good as Sir Rockford, so I'll give it a 12. Oh, I don't think I've done this very well. Diaville can match it with the best, but was that from overseas? Because it's from over. I'm gonna have to look at the form because it's from over. If it's from overseas, the ratings are skewed. No, was it Hamilton? All right. Diaville produced a 39 rating at Hamilton, so I'm gonna give that a 48. I think this horse is from overseas. Spay or Spycaster. We'll probably need to find something first up, like Swindon Lass, so I'll give it a 8. Rich Divinity can go as a 12. Sirius Black can go as an 8. I haven't done this race too well. I stuffed up the first rating and I've had to work around it. Divine Diosa would be probably clear of the field. I'll give it a 56. Falcon of Malta can match it with the best. I'll give it a 32. And Cyclone Tim, I'll give an 8. No, I'll give it a 12. Alright, so this is I'm not sure what to do with this race. I didn't help myself with Sir Rockford, the first rating. So 8 and 9 will get slight upgrades. Sirius Black to a 10. I'll put Divine Diosa up to a 60. Then Trainer Ability upgrades for 8 and 4. 8 up to a 12. 4 up to a 14. Gear. Tongue tie first time for Elsie May should help it. Blinkers off and lugging bit with Spycaster. I'm not going to change that because it's from overseas. I don't really know what to make of it. So Falcon of Malta, if they kick up, might have to work for the lead a bit. So I'm going to bring that back down to a 28. Apart from that, Cyclone Tim and Elsie May might get in poor spots. Alright, so we'll go to the odds. Put them in. 9, 10, 18, 6.5, 13, 17, 15, 6, 4.5, 4.8, 35. Okay, so value Diaville and favorite Divine Diosa. So Divine Diosa is the actual favorite, and I've got it favorite. It's got it's been racing at Saturday level, I know, so it's probably got the best form in the race. But Diaville, as I just checked the form halfway through the race, won at Hamilton convincingly, and I know it's Hamilton, but it produced a strong rating there. And if we go back to the ratings, it hasn't done much its past two, so maybe stay off it. Not sure with Diaville. Produced a strong rating at Hamilton that went past everything, but last start 32.5, so I'm not sure. But definitely Divine Diosa is a really good chance, and Diaville, don't know, but definitely Divine Diosa is a good chance. As we move on to race 6, this looks like a pretty good race. Just looking at the names. Alright, the 1 is Love and Laughs, and I'll give that a 12. Blazero, probably 32. Hard Reality, it's up there as well. I'm going to give that a 32 as well. Magical Land is down here. This race I might have to look at the form because I'm not sure. There's a lot of horses first up. So I might have to look how they go first up and if they're from overseas. They're not from overseas. First up, they don't go too badly. I'm going to have to give that a 28. Daquiri. I'll give it a 36. I think that's meant to be a pretty good horse. 6, No Surrender. Need to improve. I'll give it an 8. No, I'll give it a 4. Onslaught. Where's that? There it is. Needs to improve. Give that an 8. Angry Skies is a pretty good horse, but we'll need to find something. But I'll give it a 24 just in case it does. Son of Emperor will also need to find something off what it's been doing recently. So I'll give it a 6. Big Brew. Again, need to find something. I'm going to put Love and Laughs down to an 8. And Big Brew can be at an 8 as well. Teaser or Tessa is first up. It's won first up before. It's run okay. Some good meetings, but I'll give it a 6 of 16. And the Creator was not bad first. That's the Creator down here. Not bad first up. We'll probably improve off that. So I'm going to have to give it a 44. And Terra Star, I'm going to have to give a 40. This is I haven't done this too well either. This is a pretty open race. New rules say the Creator gets an upgrade. Give it 48. Trainer ability. Upgrade to No Surrender and Angry Skies. That'll do. And back to Top Gear. Blinker's first time for Magical Land will help it. 32. Blinker's first time for Angry Skies. Bump that up to a 32 as well. And then the speed map. So this race already feels a bit open to me. Blazero, Hard Reality, and Onslaught will all face tasks from there. I'm down to a 24. I don't like those maps. Angry Skies might have to get right back as well. Give it a 28. And that should do. Alright, we'll go the real odds. See if I've found anything at a big price. Alright, doesn't look too good from my view. Only thing is hard reality. And slightly query. Alright, so what do we do here? So maybe stay out of this one is my advice. But if anything, a speckle each way on hard reality won't hurt. $21 looks over the odds for that horse. So if anything in this race, hard reality, but it's very wide open. 550 the field, the Creator and Terra Star, both very close together. We'll go to race 7. It's taken a while. Alright, we're here. Rosalia is the first one. We'll need to improve a lot. I'm going to give it a 4. Cattell is right up there. I'm going to give that a 64. Trying to be a bit more ambitious in this race. Mistake just behind it. I'm going to give it a 48. Actually, no, I'll bring it back to 36. Darylina Bell will need to improve a little bit off what it's been doing. So I'm going to give it a... I want to give it a 4. I'll give it a 6. No, I'll give it a 4. Orange is about the same as Rosalia. Will need to improve, but its ratings haven't been terrible, and I like it as a horse because I tipped it at Mooney Valley last start. Demando 4. Miss Verbier, not bad, not bad. Over 32. Oh, is that too generous? It's probably a little bit too generous. I give it 24. Tycoon Jenny Clear. I'll give it an 80. Eternal Flame down here. This horse is good on its day. Might not be peaking first up, so I'll give it a 48. It's still a pretty good horse. Flying Temptress. On its day, it's good again. I'm actually going to give that horse... I'll give Eternal Flame a 56. I'll give Flying Temptress a 40. I think it's not too bad. And Refreshing can run well. I'll give that a 28. Alright. Eternal Flame and Demando get upgrades. Trainer upgrade for Flying Temptress. Gear changes. Earmuffs might help Mistake. I'll put that up to a 40. And we'll check the map and then we'll see what we've got. Alright, so these two should lead, so I'm not too concerned about that. Miss Verbier looks to be a tough map. So I'll bring it back to a 20. Eternal, no, I'm not too, I'm pretty happy with the rest. Alright, I'm going to leave it like that. And I'll get the real odds up and we'll see how we go. 17, 9.5, 6.5, 20. So while I was doing this, I thought Flying Temptress was going to be about $16, and I thought, oh, I've marked it way unders. No, it appears it's even better than what I thought it would be. So value can be found here for me from Cotel, and Tycoon Jenny is $7. So Tycoon Jenny was the top rater. And it's... Did it win last? I'm pretty sure it won last start. No. Who am I thinking of? No, it ran second at Caulfield behind Q-Days, I'm pretty sure, off memory. It hasn't got, like, Eternal Flame's got a better rating than it, but can it do it first up? Tycoon Jenny, I think, of this deserves to be the favourite, and Coattail's right there next to it. Eternal Flame and Flying Temptress first up. You don't know if they need the run. Being 1200 metres, Eternal Flame's going to want further. And Flying Temptress, I'm not too sure about its form, but definitely I know about Eternal Flame. Got over 1600 in its 3-year-old filly campaign last preparation. So, false favourite, who knows? But I think Coattail and Tycoon Jenny look the two from that race, especially Tycoon Jenny. I like it. Alright, we'll move on to race 8, the biggest field of the day. And the last race. Alright, oh, extra 2s in this race. This is very interesting, because it's supposed to be pretty good. Alright, we'll start with Magnum Bullet. I'll give it an 8. I'll give it an 8. Mr. Dynamics needs to improve a lot. I'm going to give it a 1. Tarzi Calling. Where's that? It's up the top here. Probably 24. Oh, wait. Yeah, 24 will do. Zupering. It's not too bad on its day. Might give it a 32. Rhapsody Chick. Probably need to improve off. Actually, let me go to the form, because I'm pretty sure this is an overseas horse. It is. So Matter, it didn't run a huge rating, but I'm not too sure about it. So I'm going to revert back to look at the real odds and see what it's been rated as. So it's been rated as probably an outside chance. So I'm going to give it a 12. Alright, Shame for Fame's the next one. I'm going to give that a 2. Dainrich, well, hold on. No, Bit of the Blarney. Probably 12. Dainrich Dan is about the same. I give it 12 as well. Go to Hollywood. Probably slightly below, so 10. Kingwell. Not bad. We'll need to improve. I'll give it a 6. Margie's Boy. Not terrible. Might give it a 14. Meet Me in Melbourne. 16. I'll give it an 18. Extra 2. Well Clear. I'm going to give it... Trying to do the math here. $1.60 for extra 2, $1.94. Jenny Pending can improve. Give it a 24. Silent Scream. $8. And Dublin. Probably need to improve a bit. I'll give it a 12. Alright, that's the last race. Mark Zara's on 2 horses here. Rhapsody Chick and extra 2. So maybe one of these is coming out. I'm not going to give any to a... Go to Hollywood. 12. Trainer. I'll go upgrades for 13, 14 and 10. 13, 14, and 10. And then for the gear changes, give it Rhapsody Chick gelded, but I'm not too sure it's coming from overseas. 4 and 15. Get upgrades. And Tazi calling. I'm not going to give anything for that. Blinkers off first time. Speed maps. Oh, if this is accurate, then Rhapsody Chick is getting a 6. It's not winning from there. Margie's boy will go back. Face a tough task. Go to Hollywood's going to have to get back. Jenny pending. Probably about a 20. Silent Scream and Shame for Fame and Mr. Dynamics will face tough tasks, I think. And that will... Magnum Bullet might face a little bit of a task. That'll do. Alright, last race. Let's see where the value is. Alright, I think we've almost got this on point with extra 2. But where is the value in the other runners? Bit of value here with Tazi calling at a big price. I'm not going to put this because it's 80 to 1, Dane Rich Dan. So extra 2, clearly the one to beat. I've marked it 207, rounding up it's 210, and it's 210 in reality. So the racing and sports ratings is probably spot on there. But Tazi calling maybe at a big price is worth something each way. We'll see how it goes, but I'll do a recap now that we're at the end of proceedings. I'll do a recap on all the races. So race number 1, I like Dodgy One and Reservoir Dog, it seems. Race 2, well, Magic rated well clear of anything else, so I've marked it $1.60, it's $3, so we'll see how that goes. In race 3, value to be found outside of Coincide with Sassy Boom and Orion the Hunter. Race 4 was pretty low confidence from me, I can remember. Hoops at its best can probably shake the race up, and Imminence, not sure how it'll go, but it's double figures. Race 5, Diaville, that was the bit of the skewed one, so I'm not sure about that, but definitely Divine Diosa looks to have something. And then in race 6, not sure with this one, it was a wide open race. I think I said stay out. If anything, Hard Reality, a speckle each way wouldn't hurt. This one, Tycoon Jenny I like, Cattell I like, but probably Tycoon Jenny a bit more based off the ratings. And then race number 8, wide open again, extra 2 should just win, but maybe Tazi calling is over the odds at $27. But that's going to do it from me. Hopefully you enjoyed the Framing Markets video. Hopefully we can get a few winners from the ones in green. I'm hoping the mic worked and you can hear me loud and clear and I'm not in a fish tank anymore. But until next time, which might be next week for the next Sandown meeting, I'll see you then. Bye for now.